Donald Trump, President of the United States, has dropped a legal bombshell by suing the Wall Street Journal and its owner, Rupert Murdoch, for defamation, demanding a staggering $10 billion. An explosive article published by the newspaper on July 18, 2025, claims that Trump sent a suggestive letter to Jeffrey Epstein in 2003, an allegation the president calls false and malicious. This case, blending scandal, politics, and media, is shaking Washington and reigniting tensions around Epstein's murky past. Hey, it's Carlos. I hope you're doing well. Subscribe to this YouTube channel to stay updated on all the latest economic and political news in just a few minutes a day. On July 18, 2025, the Wall Street Journal published a bombshell article by journalists Khadija Safdar and Joe Palazzolo, claiming that a letter signed by Trump containing a suggestive drawing of a naked woman and a reference to shared secrets was sent to Jeffrey Epstein for his 50th birthday in 2003. According to the paper, this letter was part of a birthday album compiled by Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's close associate, who was convicted in 2021 for sex trafficking. Trump, furious, immediately denied the claims, calling the article fake news and announcing a powerful lawsuit on Truth Social against the newspaper, its parent company Dow Jones, News Corp, Rupert Murdoch, and the two reporters. The lawsuit, filed in Miami, accuses the defendants of defamation with malicious intent, causing overwhelming financial and reputational harm to Trump. This case goes beyond a mere media dispute and unfolds in an explosive political and social context. First, Trump's relationship with Epstein, well documented in the 1990s and 2000s, remains a sensitive topic. Trump, who called Epstein a terrific guy in a 2002 New York Magazine interview, has since distanced himself, claiming in 2019 that he cut ties after a disagreement before Epstein's 2006 arrest. The Wall Street Journal article reignites these connections, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories, especially among Trump's supporters, who believe in a deep state protecting elites. Second, the lawsuit highlights Trump's aggressive strategy against the media. According to CNN, no sitting president has ever sued a media outlet for defamation, making this action historically unprecedented. Recent settlements with ABC, $15 million, and CBS, $16 million, show that Trump uses these lawsuits as a weapon to intimidate newsrooms and fund projects like his future presidential library. However, proving defamation will be challenging. As a public figure, Trump must demonstrate that the newspaper acted with actual malice, meaning it knowingly published false information or with reckless disregard for the truth. Finally, the Epstein case remains a flashpoint for Trump. His campaign promises to release Epstein's files have raised immense expectations among his base. The Justice Department's About Face, led by Pam Bondi, has sparked palpable anger, with some supporters calling Trump a traitor for initially refusing to release more documents. The push to release grand jury transcripts appears to be an attempt to quell this backlash, but as Politico notes, legal hurdles could limit its impact. A Reuters Ipsos poll reveals that 69% of Americans believe the government is hiding information about Epstein's clients, increasing pressure on Trump. On the same day, under pressure from his base, Trump ordered Attorney General Pam Bondi to request that a New York court make public the grand jury records related to the Epstein case. This decision follows a July 7, 2025 Justice Department memo concluding that Epstein died by suicide in 2019 and that no incriminating client list exists, disappointing Trump's supporters who hoped for explosive revelations. According to CNN, this lawsuit marks an unprecedented escalation in Trump's legal attacks on the media, a strategy that has already secured over $30 million in settlements with ABC and CBS. Posts on X reflect the intense polarization around this case. Some, like at Blick Media, highlight Trump's embarrassment in front of his base, while others, like at Alertes Info, simply report the lawsuit. Reuters notes that Trump personally warned Murdoch before the article's publication, but the newspaper stood by its reporting, affirming confidence in its journalistic rigor. This case raises critical questions. Can Trump prove the Wall Street Journal knowingly lied? Will the release of Epstein's documents appease his supporters or fuel new controversies? And above all, how far will this war on the media go? Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe and give a thumbs up to stay updated with our next analyses. Your support makes a difference.